Today I will be reviewing SteelSeries Nimbus controller for iOS devices and for Apple TV. And here it is. And a lot of people don't mention that you can do this with this controller. Go into Free Flight 3 app for the Parrot Drone. I can use this to control the drone, and it's actually a lot easier than using the phone itself. Aha! First of all, let's look at the controller.
Everything about this controller is as it should be. Analog controllers are nice, D-pad is nice, L1, L2, R1, R2, you name it, everything is great. The only missing feature I found was the analog joysticks can't be clicked like DualShock, and it doesn't vibrate. That's cool because vibration in these controllers are always lame. It is ergonomic and it works just like you'd expect. You can actually even stop watching the video here. But what I'm gonna say next will change. Oh no, I'm clickbaiting. What is wrong with me?
And then someone who left his classroom while they were teaching alphabet. He learned A, B, and then he left the classroom and then came back while they were teaching the end of it probably. Has the lightning port right here. Now setting this up is very simple. Go to your Bluetooth and Nimbus. You hit connect and it is connected. Now they say this has 40 hours of battery life, which sounds great. This moves your icon, so does this. So does this, also these. When you hit A, it goes into that app. Let me show you how it works while you're watching a video. And if I hit A, it pauses it, and if I hit these buttons, it goes forward 10 seconds, back 10 seconds, and if I hit play, it starts playing again.
And while it's playing, I can use the analog controllers to rewind or fast forward the video.
And if I pull down, it's the info, subtitles, and audio meaning. So using it for video is very simple. But the reason I got this is so I can play games. Now let's look at the games. At this point, I really wish BioShock for iOS was still compatible with the new iOSs so we can play it. I think it would be great to use this to play BioShock on iOS devices or on Apple TV, which brings me to my second complaint, and it's about the best game in the world. Yes, Neverhood. Why isn't Neverhood released for iOS yet? That's the best game in the world. So now I have a couple of racing games here, but just so you're not disappointed with my comments, to me a racing game is Live for Speed, and that's not Need for Speed, that's Live for Speed, and I used to play it on a PC with force feedback joystick controller, and it was a car racing simulation. So when we go to this, it is a little bit like an arcade game to me. Now this is very much like a game you would play on PlayStation. You can steer softly. If I hold down the menu button, it goes back to the folder that I was in. Now let's look at a first-person shooter game. Games are mostly built to sell you in-app purchases. The companies who prepare these games don't care about the games anymore. All they care is how they can make you purchase the in-app purchases. So it's all built to make you buy stuff. And this is one of the problems with the games on Apple TV or on iOS devices.
And it really shows. Even though Apple TV is powerful enough to support great games, Almost none of the games on it is prepared to make you have a good time. They are all built to get you frustrated and buy gold pack, silver pack, whatever fancy name they pick to trick you. These game developers are worse than car dealers. But back to controller. Everything is still great. It allows you to play much better than trying to aim on that weird Siri remote.
Then let's look at Angry Birds. Maybe this is going to be a fun arcade game to play. I met the developers of Angry Birds years ago. Yeah, it's not working, it's crashing. Let's try it again. Never mind. Let's go to GT Spirit. I want to show something in that game. So first of all, Joe is a girl's name. So I want to go to the area where I can change the settings, where it has the gear icon. And I can't. Neither with remote nor with the controller. A lot of these games are not really optimized for Apple TV. It's not fun to play. If you want to play Badland, you can finally control how much you want your little bird monkey to fly, so it makes it easier. Ugh. So if you're planning to buy a controller for your Apple TV, it doesn't matter if it's the SteelSeries Nimbus or something else. Bear in mind that the games or the applications are not good enough yet. Okay, now let's see how many "that's what she said" jokes I can come up with while describing this controller. Wow, feels good in my hand. It's nice and firm. It lasts 40 hours. The joysticks are not too soft and not too hard. The analog sensitivity is really good. Doesn't make your palm ache after playing with it for a really long time. It only comes in black. Turns on really fast. You feel familiar as soon as you hold it. It is thick, but not too thick. Doesn't look like it's gonna break if you sit on it. The buttons are nicely responsive to your touch. The triggers are not excessively sensitive, so fewer misfires. Take turns on it with a friend, or you can get two and play together. Doesn't vibrate and it doesn't have force feedback, so you don't feel what is happening. Well, thank you very much for watching this episode, and I hope you enjoyed it. This was a short review for this remote. Please let me know what you think about this product in the comment section below. And please hit that subscribe button. I must have a subscribe button somewhere here on the screen. Hit that button and join the world domination. And until I see you the next time, take really good care of yourselves and hoşça kalın. The phone itself.